Darling, 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 darling. Any sugar, my dear? Grab a cuppa, darling. It's tea and toast time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tea and Toast with Bella, Bianca, and Nancy, and myself, David. This is episode 11, and I'm very excited to be part of it. So, let's go. Yay!
Hi, David. Thank you for
Hello,
coming
hello,
on.
hello.
Hi, David. We're
How
so
is
excited to have
everyone?
you on our episode.
Thank you. Fresh from Gay Pride, living my best life, but obviously I'm well rested, ready for tea and toast. Obviously.
Oh, I love that.
So
So is that what you've done this weekend? Sorry, did you go to?
Yeah, this weekend it was. So to be honest, it was quite an important one because I've only been to Birmingham Pride 3 or 4 times, and I said right, I booked off the time ages ago. I was like, I want to see the parade. I wanted my niece had recently come out as well, so I wanted it to be an important thing for
Oh,
her. And I was a bit worried about her because she's autistic, so I didn't want her to get too overwhelmed. So my brother came as well, and we managed to get free wristbands. So I was really excited about that. And ultimately,
Oh,
you might have seen the pictures, but we ended up actually walking in the parade, which
yeah,
was
class.
never the intention ever.
Oh
And we
my
just ended, we're
gosh,
there with the flag, like the giant flag. Oh, it was
that is
incredible.
amazing.
that is
Incredible.
amazing.
It was a mind blowing experience actually, and I've seen some artists I wanted to see, seen like Cascada and people like that, and me and my younger brother, because we broke up with someone at a similar time last year. We've really become quite bonded, and he even said, because my brother's straight, but he even said. He was like, "That's one of the best days, if not the best day I've ever had." And we were going to go.
Oh,
I
I
know
love
it
that.
was amazing. Like he's a Virgo, I'm a Capricorn. We're really good, sort of like we really ground each other quite effectively, and we'll delve more into that later. But like he's really quite optimistic and really lifts me up and makes me understand a lot about myself as brothers can do. And brothers, I mean, it can go the other way, but yeah, he had a great time. We had a great time. Got trained back together, and I was going on Sunday, but then I said no. I've got a podcast on Tuesday, and I want to be focused for that.
Oh,
See and so, see and so.
Yes, yeah. Thank you for the
yay.
commitment. Thank you.
I
Well,
know.
what an introduction, David.
Yes, I'm so excited to have you on. I've missed you, David. I really have.
Oh, I missed you too. And do you know, Bianca? Oh, I've got a bit of a bone to pick with you, and I won't talk too much about it. But you
Oh,
should have copied me on the peas challenge. It was next to me, and I had it
I
very close.
know.
My number
Oh,
was so close to the actual figure as well, and I was like, Bianca.
I
So
know you were trying to help us. You were actually saying,
I was like, just copy that. It's
you
like
were
it
like,
was.
just copy or pick a different number. But I felt like, you know what, because we were at the front, I didn't want to be a
Yeah.
naughty schoolgirl.
That's so true. Because I hated that at school. Because I'm left-handed. People used to copy me, and I'd be like that. Like proper like little square. I was like, don't copy me.
Oh, David,
Oh,
I know
bless
we're not
you.
going to talk too much about the show today because it's, it's finished and we've got other things
It's
to talk about. But I just want to say, do you remember after all of the challenges, we would always seek each other out for a hug, me and you?
yes, yeah,
Oh,
It was
absolutely.
like a tradition.
And I was like, Nancy's a dark horse. Watch her. Then I was just personally watching her. And then the 10th one, I just went, turn it upside down, Nancy, and you went
oh
whoop,
God, yes.
and then you went zoom all the way
Yeah,
down.
yeah. I remember.
Yeah, it was
Oh
bad.
my God. But yeah, we always had our hug afterwards. It was like, where's David? Where's David? I've got to hug him, otherwise it's bad luck. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
It become a bit of a
it was
a bit of an
superstition,
a
wasn't
good
it?
omen.
You had
But
your
look,
Yeah.
little habits that you always wanted
yeah,
to do, didn't
Yeah.
you?
yeah. I wanted to, because I'm a bit of I love strangers, and I just wanted to get to know everyone as much as possible, and try to have a little chat with as many people as possible. And me and Nancy had a chat one day, and it's funny, really, because there's a lot of pictures of me and you that I didn't even know were taken. Like, there's the
Same.
one, and the video of the lollipop, like where me and you were chatting about our sucking techniques.
That
Suck
was
and
so
see.
funny.
What's your sucking technique like,
I was
David? I went, well, I
absolutely
think I've got this one in the
sat
bag.
Oh,
Oh,
it's funny because you don't necessarily get the chance to speak to everybody. And I think
No.
towards the end, when there was less of us, we had a bit more of a chance. And I think we sort of realised that actually we had quite a bit in common.
Yeah.
And I think as well, what I was just going to mention, I know we touched on it before we started the podcast, but us three girls are quite spiritual. And I think that's one of the things that bonds us. And actually, David, I discovered that you're quite spiritual as well, aren't you?
Yeah, what it is, and not many. In the end, I didn't want to be defined by it by being on the show, and I thought, is being a hairdresser going to be enough? And I was like, well, tough, because it's fundamentally part of who I am. But I do. For years, I've done readings, I've done psychic readings, I've done tarot readings, and not many people believe in it, and that's fine. That's up to them. I'm not religious. I just believe in an energy we all
We
are
all believe
bonded
in it.
by.
Yeah.
Plants, whatever. I can hit I like just random things like I'll just talk to and listen to my plant, just things like that. I'm very earthbound. I'm very
Yeah.
trees. I'm obsessed in trees.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
I
we
believe.
swear by tarot. I mean, I did a reading for all three of us.
Oh,
Just,
really?
yeah, a week ago.
I wish I had
Or
my cards. Oh,
I've got my cards just there.
Let's
let's
do it.
draw one.
We
Draw
could
one
do
for
a
each
Do
one.
tarot
one for David
reading.
because he's our guest.
I'll send you. I'll send you. I'll send you. Yeah, send you.
Yes.
Shall we say we'll save it? We'll save it,
Yeah.
and we'll
Okay.
and we'll come
Okay.
back. We've got to have people what's the word? Keep them interested, darling.
Yes. 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 But I
We'll
do
do
like
you a tarot.
crystal.
We'll do
I
a
talk to
tarot.
spirit as well. Not many people know, but like I do. Like I can actually, when I'm talking to people, I
Yeah,
can feel and sense whoever it is. Because at the end of the day, I'm a six
yeah.
foot two guy called
Mm.
Dave. If there's a 5'2" spirit around who's a woman who smokes and I don't smoke and all that, I know that's not me. And then I start to feel their emotions, and then I
Yeah.
just be like, "Do you have this person that used to do that and smoke that?" And I'll start talking about their hair and just. I done it to a guy recently. We were just chatting. It was a bit of a date, and he was just
Ooh,
like,
a
I was like,
date.
look, I said, elusive, Bella, don't cry, for God's sake.
Where did we
We
meet?
know what this
Said
was.
date.
Hook up.
Oh.
Anyway, and he just sort of said, like, I said to him, there's this glass table and there's a rug under it, a specific colour, and that there's this ashtray that's like rarely washed out, and he needs to cut his hair, but you keep telling him to. And it was just stuff that I wouldn't possibly know. And this guy was like, oh my God, that sounds like my granddad. And like, he says, but how would you know that? And this guy isn't spiritual at all.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how I do my readings in effect.
Yeah.
So, it's
It's
like
really
energy.
funny. That honestly, things like that happen to me all the time. And it was only today that I was talking to the girls at work because I know it's really random and probably a little bit boring, but I woke up this morning and I said to my husband, I've got a feeling they've swapped everybody's chairs around in the office. Every once in a blue moon, they do like an office swap and switch everyone around just to like freshen things up a bit. I said, I know I'm going to walk into work today and everyone's sat in a different place. I just know I am. And
Wow.
lo and behold, got to work, everyone was sat in a different place. I just knew it, and I knew it so much. Like
Yeah.
I
I
was
knew it
so
was
100%
Yeah.
sure that I
It's
wasn't surprised.
intuitive. Yeah, it's
Do you know
intuitive.
what?
Do you not know about my number on the show? So
No.
I just met Jess, and when they said you're all going to be given a number between 1 and 100, and
Yes.
I said, not many people know this, but I said I would love 66 because my best friend Amy died on the 6th of the 6th at 6 a.m. And I was
Oh.
66.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh
God.
I know.
wow.
I know.
Wow.
It
Goosebumps.
blew
That's
my
fantastic.
mind. Yeah,
Wow.
blew my
So,
mind. And my mum lives at number 8.
can I on the back
That's
of
giving me
that? I
goosebumps.
Sorry,
actually,
Bella.
yeah, and me. I have to just say this as well. Do you know what? I believe you. I actually do. And there's probably going to be people watching this thinking, "What a load of mumbo jumbo." It's not
That's
true,
fine.
but it is. Do you know what? My mum, she's got witchy powers, and she's like giving it to me. I'm not even
Yeah.
joking you. I'm not joking you. So, and it never crossed my mum. Oh my God, she is so full of love. But the minute
Mm,
you cross her, honestly, bad stuff happens to you because my mum is like the loveliest person. Like,
mm.
she's just such a nice, gorgeous soul. I mean, everyone's mum is, they'll all say the same. But if you cross my mum, bad stuff happens to you. Like, I remember,
Karma.
Like hexes.
yeah, like hex. So one of my old bosses, I'm not going to say which one because I don't want to get her in trouble from like the witches like council or whatever. But one of my old bosses was really mean to me at work, and my mum said, "I'm going to put a hex on her. I'm going to put a spell on her." And you know what? She broke her leg the next day.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my goodness.
I'm never going to get on the bad side of your mum.
Never
Well, do you know
introduced
what?
us.
My mum is a witch as well. My mum is what you call like a white witch.
A
She's a
white
tarot
witch.
card reader.
I think I'm a white witch. I
She-
actually do.
Yeah.
See?
I mean,
Yeah.
my mum has dreams and all sorts. She scares me.
Yeah, loads of like coincidence happens to me all the time. I'll say something, it'll happen. Like I'm very my intuition's always
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, intuitive. Is that the right word?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
definitely.
always
Yeah.
find five pences as well everywhere I go. The five pence.
They say look
Always.
out for coins. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
five.
Yeah, yeah.
Always
Spirits.
five
But
pences.
my brother sends me coins. My brother died.
Oh,
It'll be so 2.5 years ago. So it
oh,
was
sorry,
like
David.
it was
Really
no, it's
sorry to hear
okay.
that, David.
And it was a year and a half after Amy had died. He died suddenly. Like
Oh,
I literally was like at the gym, and as I was at the gym, there was just a Robin sitting in front of the car. My dad started
oh,
calling me, and my dad never calls me. And I just said, "Oh, Chris," to my ex. I says, "Oh, my dad's calling me." He went, "Well, answer it then." And he just said, "Anthony's dead," and Anthony was
oh,
48. It was
Oh,
so
God.
that had happened, and then me and my ex split up exactly a year after. And then I got on the show, obviously, in July. But it was just bang, 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 bang. But this Robin was there. But we
gosh.
were told to look out for the coins. And I woke up the one morning, and just in between two pillows, there's just a coin to sit in the middle. And I make my
Wow,
bed every day,
amazing.
so like
Yeah,
it was bizarre, yeah. So they say look out for the coin.
Is there
yeah.
like
Because
a
I see
message
feathers a
to
lot.
say like
Mm.
hello? Like what does the coin mean? What's the significance to it?
Because energy, it's to do with energy. So when I come to do readings, for example, people go, "Can you just do it in that?" And I have to be in a really positive place, a really good place, because I have to go like that, and they have to come down and meet me in the middle. So things like coins, feathers, birds, butterflies, it's an easy. So it takes a lot of energy for them, as it does for us on this side. So what things like leaving coins, leaving sort of like almost signs, numbers. It's a softer way without them having to use too much energy, because they're an energy and we're an energy, and we've got to
I
meet in the middle.
see.
And
Yeah.
that's what it
Yeah.
is. It's just an easier way for them without talking to you, which would take a lot of their energy. Like, for example, if there was bad spirits or whatever else, without getting too much into it, your words are more powerful than they'll ever be. So you can say, "Go away," or "What do you
Oh
want?" and
right,
things like that.
okay. Okay, I didn't know
Well,
that.
David, I don't know if you remember this, just to quickly add to that. So obviously, when you came out of the show, it was on the butterfly challenge, and I
Yes.
remember me and you having a discussion about the
Yes.
butterfly. You had the
Yeah.
tattoo and everything else.
What
And
are
the
the
next
chances?
day, I came home and one of my children caught a butterfly, and I sent a picture to David. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Oh,
And I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"Oh my
I
god,
love
they've caught a
that.
butterfly!"
I
It was
love
just the
things like
weirdest
this.
thing.
Do you know the
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know one of the producers told me as well that when I'd gone out, a butterfly flew into their office and flew
Oh
flew
my
out.
Oh
god.
wow!
Yeah,
Oh
Oh.
my
yeah,
goodness!
It's
mad.
all
I
that
love
you've
stuff
got a
like this.
butterfly tattoo, don't you,
Yeah,
David?
yeah, my leg. Shall I get it out?
Get your leg out.
Get
Get
Shall
your
I
it,
leg
get my
get
out.
it
leg out?
out,
Yeah.
get it out.
There you go. Where can we turn it around? It's kind of like, hang on, it's probably best if I don't know how I'm getting
Can you
this, but
bring it?
yeah.
Oh, there
Oh
we
yes, I
Yeah.
go.
can
Oh
see it's
yeah.
blue, isn't it?
There we
Oh, I
are.
love
There
it.
we are.
I
There we are.
love
Very
Yeah, and
that.
it
pretty
was
butterfly.
when I was kind of going through a bit of a. It was a so I'm having a kingfisher on the other calf because it's another symbol that's popped up recently. But it was just I was going through summer and there was a lot going on in my life at the time. I was just really lost. And all of a sudden, that image was everywhere. And then I went to Mexico. I'd already had it done. I went to Mexico, and I went to my friend's wedding. And my friend was like, "Oh, do you want to come out on the balcony? I'm going to have a fag." And I was like, "Yeah, okay." We packed our case. We're ready to go. And as we sat on the balcony, one of those butterflies, those blue ones, just come out the distance, flew around our heads, and flew off. And even she, but I didn't know this girl
Wow!
that well. She went, "Well, that was the sign if ever I've seen one." So
Wow!
Gosh.
no, it was nice.
Wow!
What about this? Because I mean, this I don't want this to sound hilarious and funny because it's actually quite funny. My mum was watching. So basically, I've got a whole village in my garden. There's like blackbirds, there's blue tit, there's chaffinch, there's
Oh, nice.
pigeons, like all of them. Like there's these blackbirds have got their own little nest in our tree, and
Oh.
it chases off our cat Whiskers. She doesn't like him, and I'm not joking you. She goes down onto the garden and she chases him off, and he runs off. He runs off, and he's the cat. Anyway, so
They're kamikaze crows are.
well, this is a blackbird, so it's only
Oh,
tiny. So anyway, the blackbird's on the fence and it's chirping away. I'll send you a video of it. It's absolutely like it drives me nuts because it's 24/7. It's like a
Oh.
Chinese
Oh.
torture.
Look at my little bird.
No, it's lovely. But get this. So there's this lovely little chaffinch, right? And he sits next to the blackbird and he loves sitting next to her. my mum was watching the buzz, you know, just casually. An eagle swept down and picked the chaffinch.
An
Oh
eagle.
no!
Took the
Poor
chaffinch
thing.
clean off the fence.
Oh, the poor little bird.
I'm
Is that
sorry,
not
but it is quite funny.
I swear there's a sign in there somewhere.
Yeah, that means something.
Yeah.
Do you know
I'm
what's
sorry, I've got my
funny?
inappropriate laughter.
Do you know what's
Nice.
funny? I literally said to my mum and dad, because we were having a barbecue outside, and I was like, look, there's an eagle. And they're like, that's not an eagle, that's a crow. I was like, no, it's an eagle. Literally, the next
Oh my
day, he then
God.
took the chaffinch. And you know what? And
That poor
I
thing.
won't talk about it anymore because, you know, I said, I'm not even joking you, like, this
That's
is me.
witchcraft.
Your
No,
mum asked for that
I
eagle
said
to
the other
come.
day, I went, Mum, that car, oh, what a hideous pink colour. And it was in the car park. There was a petrol station. Lo and behold, 2 minutes later, a car comes bulleting down, writes the pink car off, smashed, gone. Luckily, no one was hurt.
Oh my
But
God.
if honestly, I've got this power in me. So if you cross me, girls and boys, you're for it.
Well, thank God we're really good mates, do you know what I mean?
That's. I was going to say, that being said, though, the thing with hexes, if they're done with the wrong intention, they come back on you tenfold.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
So
does.
God,
True.
what does
I ain't
that
worried.
mean? I don't want to get hexed.
Yeah, it does. It
No.
comes back
It's like
on you.
karma,
Yeah.
basically.
I
It is
don't
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I didn't do it on purpose. It just happened.
I
What's that
believe in
film? The
karma.
Craft. The Craft.
Yeah.
Oh my God, one of my favourite movies, The Crown. Did you ever used to watch Charmed?
No, the
No.
craft. The Craft was one of mine, but yeah, Charmed.
Life's
Charmed.
a feather,
I
stiff as a
never got
board.
into
Life's
that.
a feather, stiff as a board.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently that works sometimes.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
never.
yeah. Did you used to play it when you were a
Yeah, of
kid?
course
Oh,
we
Like me
did.
and my
yeah.
Yeah,
mates used to
yeah.
go around. We used to try and do it, and we'd be like, "No, it's lifting. It's lifting."
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
Convinced. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, is anyone drinking tonight or is it just me?
Yeah, I
What you
am.
Oh,
drinking?
Nancy.
Yay!
I always, if I was at home, I would. But Amwar doesn't drink, so I'm in his house because I'm working at his tomorrow, and he doesn't really drink. There's like a beer in the fridge, but like there's just no. Yeah, I'll just
What's your
otherwise.
ex's name?
Anwar. So we were together about 10 years ago, and ultimately we just. So he's a hairdresser, very very good hairdresser, and I'm obviously a hairdresser. And like after kind of like down and out, I've struggled a bit to get myself back up on my feet, and then leaving my ex as I moved away from Derby. And I was just like, I need to get my clients back. I moved back to Tamworth,
Yeah.
moved back to my flat. Literally, I moved back to my flat just before 99 to be, and I literally was sleeping on a blow up bed. And all of a sudden, I got this call, and I was like, "What?"
Oh,
I had to
bless you.
repaint the flat. I had immigration police at my door from a tenant.
Oh, wow.
All this awful stuff. But then Amwar really helped me out, and he said, "Look, come and work at my salon, do a couple of days, just
Oh,
and we
love
work."
him.
Oh,
And
bless you.
he's a very very
Kind.
he's very psychic. He's very sort of deeply spiritual. But he's an amazing hairdresser, a very kind person. And yeah, he lets me stay at his for 2 nights, and then we go off and then I'll go home after doing his head in for 2 days, and then
Oh,
yeah,
bless
yeah.
him. That's sweet.
Oh,
I like
bless him. That
that.
is really kind.
No, he is.
That is.
He's really lovely, and he's such a good hairdresser. It's quite inspiring to be around. And I always kind of when we were together 10 years ago, I suppose I was always like, God, like he's an amazing, 10 times better than me. But actually, we really just our working relationship is fantastic. And I always say to him, we last much longer as friends than we ever would have in a relationship. So
Oh,
we
that's
get
nice
Oh,
we
though.
get
That's
it.
so nice when
that
you can
is.
still be
You
friends
know
with
what?
your ex.
I've got a funny hairdresser story, and I'm sure I told you this on the show, David, but it never got shown. So I'm going to just repeat it really
Yeah,
quickly,
do it.
just for a funny little story. I was in between travelling, so I'd been away for months on end somewhere abroad. I don't know, either backpacking or working as a holiday rep. And I'd come back and I had roots they were massive. I needed to get my roots done.
Like
And
mine
so,
right now, yeah?
Oh,
like now,
babe.
Bay.
They are so bad, but yeah. It's fine.
Are you talking about mine?
No,
She said hair roots.
no, because Bianca's got half black, half white.
Oh, mine! Oh
Yeah.
my God,
I
Nancy, I
thought
would
you were
never
talking about
ever.
me.
Yeah,
I know.
it's my job, but I'm not rude.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, I used to do hairdressing
Long
as
ago.
well. I actually did hairdressing as well, but no, Nancy, not you, me.
No.
Oh.
It's a half black, half white. I love
I
it.
had my own salon at one point called Bella's Boutique, but I'll let you do your story.
Ooh.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it's a quick story, I promise. So, yeah, in between travelling, really, really big roots, went to have them done. And obviously, I hadn't seen my hairdresser for a long, long time. And we were chat, told him all about my travels. And I was like, do you know what? After you've done my roots, I'm not going to see you again for another year because I'm off again. So next time you see me, I'm going to have really long roots again. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it was like he'd finished my hair and he was like, well, I'll see you next time then. And he bent forward. And I thought he was bending forward to give me a kiss because like we were saying goodbye.
Oh, no.
So I kissed him on the cheek. He was really fit as well, by the way. And he'd been leaning forward to get the mirror to show me the back of my hair. And as I kissed him, he kind of went, like, it was the most awkward moment ever. I wanted the ground to swallow me up. And he just kind of got the mirror and went like this around my head. I was like, oh my God, I've just kissed him.
Nancy, that's so
I missed
funny.
the bit where you said, "Oh, and he was something." By the way, what was that point? Because I missed that.
Oh, he was really fit. And at the time, I proper
Oh, he was
fancied him as
fit.
well.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
no.
go,
Right.
Nancy, kissing him because he's fit.
And
Oh
the
my
roots
God,
that you
it's
kissed
so
them,
bad.
that's so funny. That is class. That is
So,
class.
Belle's Boutique, tell me.
Oh God! So I'll really put myself in it now. So basically, when just before COVID was happening, I needed a little extra cash, and I'd done hairdressing at school, so I did like work experience, I guess you'd say. So I worked in a salon for like 2 weeks. I don't have any qualifications or anything, but turns out I'm actually really good. So I cut and colour. So I cut all of my family's hair. I cut like my brother's hair. My mum lets me cut her hair occasionally. I cut my dad's hair. Cut loads of my mates' hair.
God.
I know. I haven't
Amazing.
told the tax man yet though. It's not that much money, but
Now you have.
no,
Yeah,
I
there you
That
have.
would be like, knock,
I don't do it now. I don't do it now. But anyway, I had my own little salon, and I kind of opened it up, and it was in my old house. So, and it was called Bella's Boutique. I've got an Instagram and everything. Nancy, I think you follow it.
What, me?
No,
That's me.
I didn't even know that was you. I just thought it was some.
That is
That's
funny.
me. Yeah, I'm quite good, aren't I?
I didn't realise that was you.
Yeah, it's
I'm really
me.
shocked.
It's me.
That's
I need to have a
hilarious.
look. I need to have a
I
look.
need to have a look.
Do you know what? I've kept it really private because it's like back in the day, and I just did it for a little bit of
Oh
extra
my
cash.
God.
But yeah,
You should
I
check
used
it
to do
out.
hair. Do you know what? My friend Amy, she was like, "Bella, can you do my hair for my wedding?" I was like,
Oh,
Pressure.
"Oh my God, the
Pressure.
yeah, it is.
pressure!" I was freaking out because she wanted a blonde balayage with like a silvery tone, and she has quite naturally dark hair, so she was probably like a base 5 or a base 6. So getting that to a platinum balayage is hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, I smashed it, didn't I? £3. I did it
Yeah.
£3.
Bella, oh my God, while I remember, I need you to do this tutorial on those eyelashes because I cannot do it. Can you please send
On
it
the
me?
individual lashes? Yeah,
Yes.
I'll send you a tutorial straight over.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I will. I will. Oh, girls
Um,
and David, you know what? I've really needed this today. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
it's
I
been
feel like
amazing.
all of our vibration and frequency, we all
Yes.
hyper and happy,
Yes.
aren't we?
I
You can just
know.
tell, like,
Do you know what? Even my boyfriend, he was just like, "Did you not do your podcast yesterday?" And I was like, "No, it didn't because we did it a day late for David." He's like, "Oh." And he was like,
Surprise.
"Because you've not spoken about it or anything." Because I always talk about it because I love filming day and then I love editing
oh.
day. I don't love the upload, but so I've really been looking forward to this, girls and guys.
Yeah, Sam,
Yeah.
I love a good chat, and it's like because I haven't spoken to the three of you for a while, and obviously the final and whatever else, I haven't really spoken to Nancy since then because it was like obviously it's all been a bit sort of overwhelming since then. And actually, it's nice now things have calmed down that I can actually have like conversations like this with you, and obviously I went to Butlins with a few of the contestants as
Oh
well.
yeah, how
And
was
Yeah, did you have a
it?
good time? It looked
it
class.
was a whirlwind. I was a bit of I almost got beaten up at one point
What?
because
What?
I was just being a bit of a nuisance with these guys. I think Jason even said you'll walk past people, they'll engage with you, David, and you'll just be like, bye bye. I am a nuisance. I'm a massive nuisance when I'm drunk. I just want everyone to be my friend, and I
Yeah.
love everyone. And this
Oh.
guy did come up to me actually on the dance floor. He was like dressed, really stunning guy actually, and he just said. And I said to him, you weren't one of the ones that was trying to beat me up yesterday, was he? And he went, no, actually. He said, you come up to me. He says, you was really, really friendly. You made me feel really welcome. I'd lost my friend. You was trying to take me. You said, come on, let's go to the seaside. He says, you was amazing, actually. He says, and he then went, can I hang around with you tonight? And I was like, yeah, yeah. And we were dancing all night together. You know, really nice,
Oh.
really nice. So, yeah, I'm just a bit.
Kiss?
No, he's straight, completely straight. But
Oh.
I said to him, guess what my surname is? He went, can't be as bad as mine. And I went, what's Smith? And he went, yeah, mine is as well. And that was it. John Smith and David Smith, like that.
Oh my god, that is
Brilliant.
mad.
Yeah, no,
That
he
is
was
really
lovely. He was
funny.
really. We've chatted since actually because he's going back to Butlins. But I've been so my friend, without going sort of sad and morbid, but my friend Amy that died. I only ever used to go to those with her. So I've not been to. We had one booked.
Oh,
So
okay.
she died. So what it was, she had the all clear from her liver and her kidneys. And then she said, right, let's book Butlins. We booked it for the November, she died in the June. Suddenly we had like a 4-day warning. So I was like, I haven't been since. So when we were psyching ourselves up to go to this, I was talking to my other friend about it, and I just got a bit upset, and I didn't realise I would, because it was always our
That's
thing. And
understandable,
but
isn't
it was
it?
incredible to go and relive it, and I've got some epic videos from
Yeah.
mine and her time, and now I've got some new ones from 19. And it was nice talking to Mike and talking, like, obviously spending time with Jason and Dara, and like
Yeah.
Stephen's amazing as well. Like it was
Yeah.
just, and I took Louis, Jason,
Oh.
and Meg in my car, and even that, like,
Oh.
I haven't spoken to Louis and Meg properly or Dara for ages, and it was amazing. Like it's like this chat, it's like I'm getting to now have conversations that I've not had chance to have.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
really enjoying it. Yeah,
I would have
Oh.
loved to have gone to Butlins. It was
it's
just
amazing.
really, yeah,
It looked
tiny and
class. It was.
yeah,
It
It's
looked
next
just a
time,
mint.
definitely.
whirlwind. I was
Yeah.
actually fairly sensible. Even Jason was like, "Oh, you're more sensible than I thought," and I was like, "Yeah, I must admit, like even for me, because there was a point where this girl said I was just walking, so they'd all gone swimming, and I had my swimming shorts on, which are quite high up. Like there's these like painted blue almost swimming shorts, and I wear them. I wear quite short ones,
Why not?
and
Kiss my
because I go
face.
running,
Go
get the
for
legs
it.
out.
Get your
Why
legs
not?
out. Get
If
your
you
legs
can,
out.
why not?
Exactly.
But I took off my joggers and so they all went swimming. I took off my joggers and my sports top thing, and I was just walking around with this 2-pinter, going and chatting to. And Jason said, "I could see you in the distance, David. You were just chatting to random groups of people, even after like the 2 hours had been gone." And I was just chatting up this bouncer who was loving it as well. But I was just there in a pair of swimming shorts, just chatting
I
on
love
for
that.
ages,
Class.
having the time of my life. So
Class.
You're
Good.
coming
yeah.
to London on the 14th, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yeah, which I'm really excited about.
I'm excited. Ah, can't wait.
I'll say yes to everything, guys. This single life is like, I tell you what, if I never get in a relationship ever again, I'll be quite happy. I'm having
Oh,
the best time. It's a whirlwind, and
Oh.
I'm skint all the time, but I won't swear that. But I'm
You're single
absolutely
forever,
loving
aren't
life.
you?
Oh.
I love
I'm,
being single, but my ex was like without getting morbid, I'm quite happy with life, and we're both fine and moved on. I'm seeing his family tomorrow, I think, anyway. But my ex, I thought we were getting married. I thought we were spending the rest of our lives together, having
Wow.
kids. But because of all that stuff with my brother and Amy, I kind of just went, I don't know what I'm doing each day at the moment, and I want to just experience every single day as though
yeah,
it's like my first and last day all at once. And I
Oh,
yeah,
have been, and I really have been. Hence on 99 to be, I just was like, I'm adamant. I don't want to go home, but I didn't know how I was going to do that because I just looked and I was like, I loved my first day there. That was it, and then I
yeah.
had to keep cancelling clients, and I lost a lot of money. I really struggled when I got back, but ultimately what I gained, it made me look at my other friendships, my relationship with my family. It's made me question everything.
Speaking of
yeah.
yeah.
David, I wish I got the opportunity to hang out with you more on the show, because you were one of those people that I didn't naturally get to spend much time around. And I think it's because you formed such amazing bonds with, like, Jess, for example, who's adorable,
Yeah.
and other friends of yours on the show, which you've now, I'm sure, would say friends for life. So I almost feel like on the 14th of next month, I'm really looking forward to seeing you and connecting with you on a personal
Damn.
level.
Oh, same. Oh, because I was with, because me and Jess were never in group. We hit our show, and I've never met anyone
Yeah.
like Jess, and like we
I love
literally bounce
Jess.
off each other. I look like I've never experienced such a bond so quickly with someone, or it's been a long
It was
time.
like you were brother and sisters and you'd known each other for years.
She is like
Yeah.
my sister. She acts like my sister, my actual sister, who's amazing. It's like, but
Oh.
Jess has got that. Jess brings out that, like, she brought out something in me that I'd forgot for a very,
Oh, I
very,
love
very long
Love
time.
that.
that.
Like, and I
Yeah.
mean a
Beautiful.
very long time. I didn't realise. You think when you come out as gay that, like, okay, that's it now, but there's still things you suppress, and I've suppressed a lot for a long time, and I didn't realise. I'm 42 this year, and it's like what have I been doing this whole time? And I'm okay with that, because at the end of the day, it's a learning curve. But Bella, me and you were in two group tasks together, actually. So I've
Yeah.
got to we got to experience each other's tenacity and each
Yes.
other's sort of drive. As in, like, we were both leaders, and we were both going
Yes.
right. Which I said in my interview, I'm not a leader. I will follow. I will cheerlead, but I won't ever lead. And yet, I've kind of done it in a few tasks. So I was like, okay, I've surprised myself. I understand a lot more about who I am
Yeah.
now. I can be quite a dominant person without realizing it. So yeah,
I
and I
think you
think we're
just
both.
naturally, you're very charismatic, David. And I also think that you're very good at commanding an audience. You're very good at getting a point across and doing it in an authentic and authoritative way. And I think that commands a lot of respect. So I think that naturally leads you to more being a bit more of a leader, but in a non-dictatorial way, if that makes
Mm.
sense.
That does, actually, because I think it took a long time. When I was a kid, I was one of five lads that were very outspoken, very popular. I wasn't. I was very academic, very
Mm.
feminine. People used to say you're a boy or a girl, like, and I was. It just made me go in.
Join the club, babe. I had that all my
Oh,
Oh,
Bella.
did you? Oh,
Don't come back there now.
I know. Do you know? And it was, and I used to wear like girls' clothes and that, and I loved it. And I was, it's how I got into hairdressing. But I mean, I wanted to be a weatherman. I went to university to do global hazards
I
and
could see
study.
you being a weatherman.
Yeah,
Oh
You
my
would.
sure.
God.
I actually could see you being a
It's a
weatherman.
bit wet and
Oh.
windy, sort of pest, but I had and I really well, I went to do law then, but I was a very quiet kid, very shy, very like insecure. Very my self esteem was like quite, and even now, like there was a point in the pool when we were at the hotel. And someone said something about age or something, and I found myself answering back and not almost taking the compliment or whatever it was, and like there's those old wounds like just ticking along. So it's like me and Danny B had a conversation actually when we were in Manchester, and shit. We had a conversation about how I am, about confidence, about not taking compliments and things like that, and not seeing myself. There was a saying about a butterfly. Funnily, it says a butterfly never sees how beautiful its wings are, so we never see our own beauty. And it's
Yeah.
like you don't do it doesn't matter whether it's inside or outside. You see yourself in a totally different light. Like we all think we've got flaws and whatever
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I really took a long time. My word is because I've thought about it. I won't say anything unless I'm completely convinced it's going to be okay. It's not going to hurt anyone's feelings.
Do you
Sometimes I
know
can be
what?
quite
I'm
tough.
like that, David. I'm like
Yeah.
that. I really am. And that's
Yeah.
why sometimes I find it really hard to vocalise things, because I worry that I'm going to offend people and I don't know how
Yeah.
to put it into words. I'm not the most articulate person. But yeah, and it's
Or I
funny
don't know
because,
about you, or I overly offend. It comes out of
yes,
nowhere. Like,
yeah. And then I dig myself
and
a
I'm like,
hole and then
what
I
have I
go,
just
shut
said?
up.
Yeah, I'm like, what have I just said? Like, I've meant
Oh.
nothing by it. Yeah,
And then
it
you
gets.
dig a hole trying to get yourself out of it because you're trying to, oh God. But one of the things that you said, David, first of all, there's a couple of things I was going to pick up on. First of all, what you said about the friendship with Jess and how she brought things out of you that you'd forgotten about. So, do you know, I do think a key to an amazing friendship is how your friends make you feel. And that's one of the
Yes.
reasons I gel so much with Bea and Bella, because
Mm,
they are both beautiful souls and they make me feel good about myself.
Yeah.
And that's a true friendship.
yeah.
So I just wanted to say that. And the other thing I want to pick up on about what you said, I just nearly knocked my phone over. That'll be the why.
Speaking of which, David, can you just come in the middle a little bit more? Because you.
Oh, sorry, I'm
verging
leaning.
off
He's
the
been a
edge.
weatherman. He's been a weatherman going to the side.
I'm getting, I'm getting comfy. I'm lying down.
It's like sliding away. No.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry,
so the
Nance,
other
I
thing
didn't
I was
mean
going to
to
pick
disrupt
up
your
on.
flow.
That's all right. Anyway. Listen to me. Listen to me.
The purple lights on.
Do you know what? I can't actually see anything because I haven't got my glasses on. So, but yeah, I can see blurs. I can see roughly. Yeah, you mentioned about wanting to be a weatherman. So I was going to ask a question about what everyone dreamt about as their dream job growing up. So mine. So, obviously, TV presenter, and I've always wanted to be an actress. But even more random than that, I've always wanted to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
See
And
those
obviously-
planets, son. What's your favourite planet?
See you doing
Saturn.
Uranus, David.
So is mine.
Oh my!
I get that.
I don't know.
We'll have to censor these.
What's your
bits.
sucking technique, like? Oh no.
I can see.
London.
Oh, I like it's getting spicy. I like
Oh
it.
God, no!
Get a
It
little
doesn't
bit
matter where
spicy.
I'm putting things. It's like I'm just gonna.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to take over the whole thing. I'll let someone else talk in a minute. But just quickly, it's because I've had wine, that's why. So we'll be saying about me wanting to be an actress. And last time I was talking about EastEnders. I just want to quickly say, last night I had a dream I was on EastEnders.
Yeah.
Class, I love that.
I went up to Danny Dyer at the bar and I asked him for a packet of salt and vinegar crisps.
And then a pint of nondescript as well. I'll just have a pint. What of?
Bianca, tell us what your dream job was.
Yes.
I always wanted to be a fashion designer. I always wanted to be like live in New York and be a fashion designer. I'd love to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
See you doing that.
Wear, children's wear, accessories. What would you do?
I always wanted to do like women's wear. But like big, like do you know like Chanel and stuff like that? Like I'd love to do that.
Well, like
Always wanted to do
tweedy
that.
sort of jacket, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been like,
wow.
like something like David Attenborough, like go and like live with gorillas and that. I'd love to do that.
Really? Maybe a sloth or something. Maybe a sloth.
Maybe a sloth. Oh, yeah,
Ultimate
that would be nice.
Funnily enough, mine was where that like I wanted to chase tornadoes. That's my ultimate thing. So I
I
love.
love the Willem Twister. I love
Yeah.
the Willem Twister.
Yeah, it's my dream. Like I would not be scared at all. I would be that. So I went and done global hazards at uni because I wanted to know more and more and more about tornadoes, and I only realised there's only so much you can know about them. So I quit my course after 2 years. But I actually wanted to be, I wanted to be an ice cream man when I was a kid. But ultimately, I wanted to be a hairdresser actually because my mum used to find me like being obsessed in hair and dancing with hair and like movement and all that stuff. And so it was kind of innate. And like even when I was being taught hairdressing, like my boss used to be like, "Oh, he just used to leave me to it and just be like, don't worry," because I'm ambidextrous, but I'm left-handed predominantly.
I love that.
So I just would be like back to front with things,
That's
and I
cool,
kind of have
yeah.
my own way. Yeah.
That is
David, what would you do to my hair if you could get your hands on it?
I think. Do you know what? It's kind of like because you're kind of cut off here. Just do that, like bleach it up, cut it off to there, go really ashy at the root, bit of a lived-in look, bit of a lived-in blonde, bit of a lived-in blonde. Bella, I'm glad you've got lighter. Actually, I was looking at Bella's, and I'm so all the time. I was like, Bella, go lighter, Bella, go lighter. And that I meant to message him, like, Bella, go lighter, and then you have done.
Thank
So
you,
look,
sweetheart. Do you know what? I have gone lighter, and I'm just a blonde. I'm a blonde.
Yeah, you are. Be blonde. Be the blonde.
You are a blonde.
Beautiful. I just had to do it.
Yeah. Because mine was pink on the show, wasn't it?
I love jogging.
Everything. Yeah.
That was because for the London Marathon. So here's another thing. So my nephew, God, I'm full of these stories, aren't I?
I love
So
it. I think
my nephew ended up in hospital suddenly, and then, I know it's been a
Oh,
right few years, and
That you've had a real unfortunate event with your family.
Oh,
wow.
it's been one. Honestly, it's been one. But it's made me like I'm quite. I wouldn't say. I was saying to Amar just on the way home. I was like, I've become quite cold. But I suppose resilience and cold can be interpreted as the same thing. As in,
Yeah,
like,
I
I
wouldn't
love
say
that.
you were
I really am
cold.
going to make sure I'm
I
okay
wouldn't say
because
you were
I don't
cold
think you're
at
cold at
all. I
all.
would say you're very strong.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think you're
yeah.
strong.
yeah.
I've had to be, and I think because the best thing that's happened to me is losing everything, but you don't see it at the time. As in, I didn't even have cutlery; I had nothing, like
Oh, bless
absolutely
you.
nothing. I had to get a car quickly, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with starting again. I think when you start again, you've got this big blank canvas.
Phoenix moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a
butterflies,
butterfly. It's a
butterflies.
butterfly. Yeah, we
Yeah,
we just say
yeah,
that at the same time. It's a
yeah.
butterfly.
You
But
know
my
what?
so
Rejection and
I've got
insult.
rejection issues. It's taught me
Yeah.
how to get over. I never thought I'd get over my rejection issues, but being ultimately like it was the lack of engagement. I'm going to take you from, but lack of engagement, lack of communication, where I thought it was going to be kind of fluid and fluent, and I'm not that person. I need to hash things and talk things, and just even just if we're not talking about the problem, just so I know there's an energy. And I could
Yeah.
read nothing, can see nothing, and it taught me a lot about myself. As in, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not. It's very rarely personal if someone's rejecting you. So, and
Well,
I've
do you
learned
know
a
what?
lot with
I'm a
that.
firm believer. Rejection is just redirection. You
Yeah,
know?
Oh,
it
Yeah.
is. I
I
agree.
love that.
I've gotten
Mm.
better as I've gotten older, but it's taken a long time to get here. And I have built that resilience, and I'm a different person to what I used to be. But I used to hate that whole rejection thing in life
Turning
in
40,
general.
turning 40, isn't it, Nance? I think
Definitely, 100%.
definitely.
And yeah, life experience, I suppose. And like, I know you said about the difference between the, appearing to be cold or resilient. And I totally get that, because sometimes I can maybe come across a bit cold when I don't emotionally react to things. But it is that building up resilience and going through things and having to deal with things and learning to sort of be a certain way.
You kind of put
And
this aura guard up in you like that,
yeah,
and inside, and that's okay. Like that's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
because I know how to be emotional, and I know how to be able to, if I needed to cry, I would. But I just feel like I've got this natural resilience now, and it's amazing. It's that strength, isn't it, from
Yeah.
within? Yeah.
Do you know
But
what's
David,
funny? Sorry,
sorry,
sorry.
I was going to say, I feel like we interrupted you. I feel like you was going to say
Oh
something that
yeah,
I was
you
going to
were. You
say.
were
Oh,
I
gonna
was
about the
going
say
to say
marathon.
something.
snap.
Yeah.
Was you
Oh yeah.
about to say you dyed your hair pink when you run the marathon? Because I did
So
that.
what it was, I said if I race so much, I'll dye it red. Like, and I'd done it, and I hate red hair on myself, and I'd done it bright, like Ronald McDonald red. And when it come to my interview, my Zoom call for the show, it had faded that much. It had gone to pink, and they said to me, "We think you're rocking the pink," and I was like, "Boom, right, I'm going to keep it." And it
Yeah.
was, and I rarely dye my hair actually. Like, this is my natural colour, so I just left it pink for the show, and every day I
Yeah.
refreshed it in the bathroom in the
You did look
hotel.
nice,
I
David.
liked
You
it
did.
looking back. Looking back,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, because B, by the sounds of it, is going to be topping up her hair soon. What would you? No, that wasn't shade. That wasn't shade. What would you suggest
Me
B
and B were
does?
chatting about this on like an aura level, like because
Yeah.
I get B a reading, I get B Libby. There's people I get readings like to just all of a sudden like because talk like on the show as well, like talking about getting emotional and being cold and resilient and stuff. I cry. You guys have seen me cry more than my own dad. So that's quite a
Oh,
bit. Like, which I'm over the moon about because I never thought I could cry that much. But anyway, me and B were talking about her hair, and I said like I love the half dark, half light. That's like
yeah.
quite iconic. But there's going to be a time you need to just go all light because it's almost representative of what's going on deep
Yeah.
down. And it
Ooh,
was,
I
and
love
I
that.
remember giving her a reading. I was like, "There's something about your hair that's representative of what's going on deep down." And we had a chat on the
Oh,
sofa, didn't we?
We
And I
did.
was like,
Yes.
"You're
you
gonna
know
go
what?
blonde. You're gonna go hot, completely white blonde, but you'll
B,
know
do you
when you've
remember
got
that
to."
reading that I did for you last week? And it said you need to let go of something.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've got loads to cover back on.
Okay, talk about David's reading and then my reading, and then we'll
Right,
go from
okay.
there.
Firstly, I want to say I'm also a yes person, David. Like, I feel like I am a yes person. I just feel like I know that was like 3 years ago when we were talking about that.
No.
But
It's
I'm also a
important.
yes person. I actually am. And I feel like what you said about like you go to Butlins, you'll say yes to everything. I feel like I'm at that stage as well. Like I've always been a yes person, but I feel like even more now, I'm like, yes, I want to do this. So if I can do it, I'll do it.
Because otherwise, you don't know what you're not. It's not about having FOMO. It's about just picking up on opportunities that may create some of the best things and best people and best without even knowing that. It's just like turn up. Just turn up.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like it's a sign, isn't it? Again from the universe. Or if you're not meant to go, then it'll stop you. But if you are, then you'll be able to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I agree.
So as well, I'm reading because I remember we were sat outside, and we obviously spoke a bit, David, didn't we? Like we got to know each other, and then I feel like after that conversation, like what you said to us was personal, but I was just like, wow, like I can't believe what you've
I
just.
hadn't spoke to you before that as well. It was
No,
just
you
we just sat
hadn't.
down and we were just having a chat, and I was like, "She's got good energy. She's fun." And it was like, and I don't know whether people knew how to get me at times because Jason and I think one of the Charlies said, "Do you know what? I thought you'd be like quite prim and proper, quite could you speak properly and all this stuff." And I was like, and they were like, "I can't believe how wild you are." And I was like, "I am like I'm feral. I love it. I love the yin and yang of life." But that chat was like, it was like I was like, "Oh, this girl's got like really." Quite light and but I was like, there's something I need to talk to her about, and I was like, and I couldn't stop myself. I was like, "Set."
You were like, so, and I was like, wow, how do you know this? Like, it was amazing, and like, you were another part of my 99 to Big journey that has helped us and grown and helped us heal. So
Oh
thank you,
wow,
I
that's
appreciate
amazing.
it.
Thank you.
No, honestly, I mean it. I really do. I really do. So
That
thank
means a
you.
lot actually, because I think I spend so much time. I said this to Kieran and all as well. I spend so much time. I have such a lonely life at home. I live on my own. I like kind of potter about my own, which I do to protect myself because I hate being told I'm too much, or I keep getting told
You're
like
not
I
too
don't know,
much.
and I feel like and I try and be a bit like I try and be a bit cocky and be like, well, they aren't enough, but I still feel like those comments. Oh, so someone like people
It
will
can
be.
hurt, can't it? When
Yeah,
someone
the other
says
day, like,
things.
oh, you can't get word in edgeways to my brother. I just got back from Tenby on my own, and I went away on my own because I was getting really overwhelmed and overstressed with other people's stuff. So I went away on my own. I had a night in a hotel in South Wales. I really enjoyed myself. Come back, the first thing I do is go meet my brother at the pub, and this person goes, "Oh, can you ever get word in edgeways with your brother?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck off."
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know, he's just like, I just like, and I know they meant
There's no
nothing by it.
need.
It's fun, but it was just the worst time when
There's
I was
no
like,
need.
I just drove. I just wanted to get home then and get away from it
Oh,
all,
bless
and
you.
Yeah.
and I'm all right with that. I love my income. I go on holiday on my own. I go for dinner on my
I
own. Go
love
to cinema.
my own company.
Love it, but I
I
love
don't
Love
mind.
people
it.
as well.
Yeah.
I
I
never
like to.
used to. I never used to like my own company, and I
Mm.
think it was because oh God, I think it's because I wasn't happy with myself that I didn't want to be
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
my own. But
Yeah.
now I know who I am, and I'm happy, and I'm the happiest I've ever been in my whole entire life. I
That's
do
it.
like my own company, and that's because I'm happy to be with myself because
Yeah. You're
I
comfortable.
love myself, and that's not in an egotistical way. I really
No.
do. So I think if you can be happy in your own company, it really shows a lot about you as an individual.
I
Yeah.
love it. I said to this guy in Butlins, I said, I really like who I am as a person. He went, no, you can tell. He says,
Yeah.
because, and I went to Gageo, I went to the Gageo Awards, and this guy,
Oh yeah,
Matt,
I saw that.
That
yeah,
People
looks
came for
amazing.
that.
so my friend Kieran got me into it, and we ended up being Talisa's guest because his sister knows Talisa, and we,
Talisa, the Talisa.
yeah. And we were there, and this guy, Max, said to me, he said, do you know what, Dave? He says, you don't come across as desperate. He says, you're in a room full of gay guys, and you're not even like looking or chatting to them. I went, because I don't really give a shit. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying myself. I like who I am.
you know
And
who you
I'm
are.
okay saying I like who I am. I know some people don't like that and find it conceited, but it's took me 15 years of therapy, hypnotherapy, retreats, holidays on my own, like
Yeah.
hypnosis, to get to that point to go, I'm just okay with being me. And that's all
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
yeah,
I
Even my
love
hair
that.
colour, just
absolutely.
everything. It's
Why would you want to be anyone else? Just be you.
I can't be anyone else. It's like I'm literally I can't be you or you. It's like I'm literally only going to be David
I
Smith,
love
whether I
that.
like it or not. So
Yeah, that is a
Oh,
beautiful
no.
message. I love that.
B, I just want to circle back to the tarot reading that I
oh
did
yes.
for
Yes.
you.
Oh, yes, sorry.
So I want to hear from both of you, Nance and B. B, you go first, because my reading said quite a few things that I kind of picked up on from you, but I didn't really know what it was alluding to. Did it make sense? And has things been okay since?
Yes, it did. It did make sense. I feel what, and this sounds really bad, but what was it that you'd thingied up to again? I know that sounds really bad.
I was going to say,
You've
I literally don't
forgotten.
remember.
Yeah.
Honestly, you girls, your memories are
Mine's the worst.
shocking.
Sometimes I can pick tarot out randomly, you know, like I can see my tarot cards are kind of like we don't
Go
know,
on.
like it'll just like they'll just I'll just be thrown a tarot card
Yeah,
like the
they
set.
jump out at
I
you.
keep seeing as I'm talking to you, I
Yeah.
keep seeing the Seven of
For
Swords,
who?
the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Wands for some reason. So it'd be interesting to see
Ooh.
what they mean. Swords are thoughts usually. Wands are like creativity and things like that. So
Right.
be interesting to look them up. So write them.
When you're
The
looking at who?
general theme of B and Nancy's was B's was she needs to let go of something to move forward, and Nancy's was she needs to be honest with herself because there's a situation that she's not particularly happy with, but she's brushing under the carpet. That was
Yeah.
the theme.
I remember now, yes.
I see Nancy, if I'm read Nancy, I see there's something about your inner child that you keep like not avoiding, but it's like you need to really connect to your inner child, and it's like that fun spot bursts out every now and then you go,
It's been
and you can
suppressed
chain it
or
in,
Yes.
something. It's
and
been
you need to
suppressed.
go boom. You need to just
Yes.
let it go, however
I
that looks.
do.
Do
But
something
how?
different. Do something extreme and different. Whether it's your hair, whether it's your do something that just you challenge yourself on a daily basis, I think, but
Yes.
there's something you don't need to go as extreme as going. There's something just literally leaning on the
You're
side that
right.
actually is there.
Oh my
Is that
God!
it's your
You're
inner
so
child?
right.
Do
That is
me, do
amazing.
me.
I just don't know what it is. That's my problem. I need
David,
to.
It's more obvious than you think. I think it could
Oh.
literally be mean to admit. It could literally be connecting to a child. Like it's like almost
Oh.
like without being so reserved, it's almost like just having that true connection, seeing yourself within someone. I don't know, maybe there's
Actually makes
something
me feel
within.
quite emotional, and I'm quite a hard bitch.
oh,
Nancy.
Nancy.
But yeah, I see there's someone very close that you see yourself in, and it's almost like you're not letting yourself fully embrace it, but do it, and it will just teach you a lot about yourself. You could be like
Thank
best friends, best
you.
friends. So yeah,
Can you do
just
me, please, David?
I think that tarot was for you, Bella. I think the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and
Ooh.
the Three of Wands was for you.
Oh,
When I was thinking
really?
about it, I was thinking about you. So, and Bianca, you know, I'll read you like a boot. So, no, and I think Bianca's is about letting go, but but I understand why you're holding on.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is that. Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what, David?
The world tarot. So there's the world tarot card and the Two of Wands with Bianca. Like she's like where you're looking at the world, see what's out there. Like you need. You're about to explore. I think you're about to
Okay.
explore, and
That
there's
makes
a lot.
sense.
Oh.
You're just gonna
Well,
go.
David,
Yeah.
That makes
when I
sense.
look at you, I can see the sun.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. That keeps
Yeah.
coming out my tarot pack.
I can see the sun clear
oh.
as day when I look at you. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
are just
Yeah.
a ball of
You're
energy,
actually
aren't
beaming.
you?
You're actually
Yeah, you
beaming.
are a
Oh,
ball of
you're
energy.
I
so
feel
Which,
like
sweetheart.
I feel
which,
ultimately
which
the
leads
happiness is
us.
there.
Sorry to interrupt you. However, we have to wrap up soon because it
Yeah.
is
No!
approaching. How quick is this one gone, girls?
So
Really
good.
I've
So
fast.
enjoyed
good.
this so much
I
tonight.
have.
Me
I really
too.
have.
I'm
So
not ready for this to end.
I
this is
know.
what
We're just getting
we have
started.
I feel like we're
to
just getting into it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I'm
know.
so glad we're all meeting up soon. I really
Yes,
am.
we
Me
are.
too.
We'll have a
However,
little
we
seance, guys. A little
Yes!
seance. Get some candles out.
Love
Yeah.
yeah.
that.
Should we dress up all like Wiccan and have our own coven?
I don't do
Yeah.
no dress
Oh,
up.
little
No,
hoods
although
on.
I'll send you
Yeah.
girls a picture of me dressed up as the Little Mermaid in a full gown, red wig. The
Love
other night I
that.
took my friends and he had a dress up box and I was drunk as you do. And it was like, but it's a full like aerial gown, like
That's
with
class.
Love
with
that.
like like a lilac sort of strap and like this big
Wow, I
red
love
wig.
it.
I
I'll send
love
you.
Ariel's my
that.
favourite princess.
I went as
Me
Ariel for
too.
Halloween a few years ago. I'll show you if you show me yours.
Yeah. I can see you dressing up as Jessica Rabbit actually, Bella.
Yay!
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
love
Awesome.
you
it.
know the lilac cartoon and the big red like finger waved hair. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Yes.
Darling.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
yes.
Jessica Rabbit. Like,
Right, if you've been watching all of our other Tea and Toast episodes, which obviously you have because like this is incredible. You'll know that there's a question coming up. So B, do you want to ask David?
Yes, I also just want to say, because I know that I feel like this has gone really fast, so I also just want to say thank you, David, for coming on, because you've literally been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
It's like it's been amazing, and I feel like it's gone too fast, but you are. Never ever think that you're too much, because you're not. Like
Yeah.
you are. I'm gonna cry, but you are an amazing,
Oh.
amazing
Yeah,
person.
you are.
Like you really,
Thank
really
you.
are, and I just feel like I know you're starting to love yourself, but I want you to believe in yourself even more. Oh, I'm crying.
Yeah, I feel really
Aw.
emotional as well, and that's
Yeah,
not
I think
like
it's because
me.
it's been happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say thank you, and you are just a beautiful, beautiful person. Like you really,
You
really
really
are.
are.
You
You
really
Oh,
can
are.
thank you.
tell, David, you can tell that you genuinely just want the best out of people and you
Yeah.
want the best for life. There isn't any sense of cloak and daggers. There's no sense of animosity. There's no sense of manipulation. You are just a really lovely guy.
You're a
You
lovely
are.
Oh,
soul. I can
thanks.
You,
tell.
That means
Yeah.
a lot.
you are. You're
Yeah.
just a like you're a good person. You can tell.
Good
You just
egg.
got it. You are. You're a
Egg.
good egg.
You're a
You're
good
a
egg.
good egg.
You're
I'm
a
Um,
trying my
good
best,
egg.
girls. I'm trying my best.
and I
You've got
just
a good aura.
Oh,
you are. You've
Yeah,
got
you've
a
got
thank
an aura.
you.
beautiful,
In fact,
beautiful
you've got a
soul.
yellow aura. You've got a yellow aura.
Beautiful.
I'll go with that. I'll go with the sunshine. Sunshine
Yeah.
on a rainy day,
Sunshine
guys.
Yes,
day.
you are a sun. You are a sunshine
Thank you.
form.
And thank
You
you for
are.
having me on. I've loved it. I've really loved it. It's been
Oh,
Oh,
we
really
love
good
bless.
having
stuff.
you
Yeah.
on. Right, go on,
But yeah,
B.
before we
Drum
go,
roll.
um, so I always ask this. To be fair, you've been very open and honest, and I
Yeah.
also want to say I can't believe that the life that you've had, because
Yeah.
it just sounds like you've had a bit of a hard life as well.
You've
And I
been
just
dealt a
want to
few
send you
hard cards.
so much love, and you are not cold. You're the most strongest person I feel like I've spoken to recently.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like honestly,
Really inspirational.
really,
Yeah.
really inspiring. But yeah, okay, so. Please, can you tell us something that we don't know about you? It could be anything.
oh. Hang on. Oh, I've already told you I talk to dead people. Yeah.
To
Uh,
be
Dead
fair, you
people.
have already kind of told us a lot.
I know, yeah.
Obviously,
I.
anything you want to talk about, or a topic, or anything you want to ask us.
Yeah, or an aspiration of yours, anything that you don't really tell many people or people wouldn't expect.
Oh God, people wouldn't expect me to. I would say, I mean, is it? It's obvious, I suppose, especially obvious after the show. People wouldn't expect me to be so obsessed in Britney Spears, but it just
Love
Love
that.
Britney.
just is there,
I
just is
love
there.
that.
Yeah,
Love
yeah. And
Britney.
like, I mean, I've seen her 4 times, but like, yeah, it's and yeah, and I love to have a bit of a sing, I suppose, and I can fit my mouth around a pint glass, so there you go.
That's
Oh, well,
class.
there you go.
I can do a little.
That's it. That is it. That's
Oh,
amazing.
no.
Oh my
That's just
god,
a, that's tiny, guys. That's tiny. Anyway,
that's class.
anyway, and can you each tell me something from yourselves?
Oh, we've never
Ooh.
been asked
Return question,
before.
girls. Whilst we've got 2 minutes,
God.
Like, you
quickly,
gotta give
Bella,
us
go.
time to think.
Oh, let me
Bella,
think.
I need to think, right, something that people don't know about me.
I've got one.
Okay,
go.
you go first.
So basically, this is I'll be fast, but this is really random. So me and my sister, our Yasmin, we're really really close, and we went to Leeds, and we went to go and see Devon Brown. Devon Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after we were like, should we we'll go out in Leeds? So we ended up going to this like nightclub place, and all of a sudden I felt a tap on my shoulder, and I turned round. And I don't know if any of yous watch it or not, but Emmerdale, do you know Charity Dingle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she tapped us on the shoulder and she was like, hiya, oh my goodness, hello. And I was like, hiya. And then I gave her a cuddle and everything, and she was like, do you want a drink? And I was just like, yeah, uh-huh. And then our Yasmin was like, what is going on here? And I was like, I think she thinks that I'm someone that I'm not. So she thought I was somebody called Sophie. So she was like, Sophie, and she was shouting
that's
us.
so funny.
So then I ended up having this absolutely wild night with Charity Dingle. I was going to the toilet with her, I was holding her bag, it was just wild, crazy, but it was class.
You have just made me think of one. When I was 23, 24, I went to BCM in Magaluf, and
I used to work at BCM.
No, the reps were like, what? The reps were like, we need you to meet someone. Come back here at 1 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So I did. And when I got there, they were like, I just said, oh, he's fit. And I looked up and there was just like this guy and this girl. Anyway, I went upstairs. They said, come up. I went upstairs, went into this room, and ended up being in the DJ booth with Jenny Frost out of Atomic Kitten and her best mate. And I pulled her best mate. I was about 24 and he went, but you come back to mine and everything. Oh, it was random.
That is class. I love that.
So that reminded me of that.
Did you go back to theirs, David?
They went back to mine. Not Jenny. Jenny obviously she had a partner at the time, and we were in the DJ booth and all that stuff. But yeah, this was back in the day. In the day.
Sorry, Nancy.
No, sorry, I hadn't realised you didn't finish. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, I'm all done.
Sorry. No, it's just that I got really excited because I thought of my story and I was like, listen to me.
Tell us.
Let me talk.
Sorry, when I was a holiday rep and I worked in the Gran Canaria, I mean, we're going back years ago. I was like 26, 27. That's a long time ago. Anyway, do you know Joe Swash? Is it Swash?
Yeah.
Long story short, he grabbed my boobies.
Well, I never.
You sound very
naughty boy.
Yeah, you know.
I
actually really. Do you know what? I absolutely adore Stacey Solomon. I just love her to be.
Yeah, I do. I like them both. I like them as a couple.
Yeah. Good match.
Yeah.
Well, you've just made me validate not everybody knows about me. So I used to live in Cyprus. I used to live in Nicosia, and I was there for 2 months. I say live, I was there for a long period of time, but I just say live. I was with my ex. And he won't mind me saying this. He was called Marinos.
Ooh.
And he was
Hola.
a TV
Oh no,
presenter.
Hola.
Spanish. And he was a TV presenter in Cyprus. Anyway, I was there for so long, and I still speak to his cousin Panayoda, who is called Penny in English, and I speak Greek. So
You do?
Nere, citare singane popse, θέλω ένα φραπέ γλυκό à la gala.
Oh my god! Do you ever say sexy bells?
Oh god! Oh no! It's like I'm like Bella.
And I worked in a bar called Maze Club, and I only had one shift because on my shift I was waiting for a big table, and over there you pay for the drinks at the end, and it'd come to the end of the night, and we were closing up, and they went, "Where's your table, Bella?" And I went, "Oh, I don't know." They left without paying, and I got fired on the spot, and I never got
No, they don't know what they did.
I know.
I hope your man put a hex on them.
Yeah.
Well, we'll never know because I never went back. But the guy was called Yanis, so I'm sorry.
Yanis.
So yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, girls
Oh,
and boy, I've had such an amazing
I
Yeah,
time.
it's
Can't
been
wait to wrap
great.
know.
up.
I don't
Really,
want it to
really, really
end.
fun. I know we've got so much to talk about, and
I
yeah,
know. We
it's
could
Before
really
we
talk
go,
to you all
David,
day.
is there anything that you want to say, David, before?
honestly, nothing. It's I kind of come into this quite open minded and just like ready for a chat and a gossip. To be honest, and that's exactly what
Yeah.
it's been. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
that's
it's
tea
been
and
great.
toast, darling.
Tea and toast, and I
Tea and
might go and have
toast.
some toast. Yeah. Well, I'm having pizza. I'm having a pizza actually, guys, not toast. But
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah.
what
Well,
But
roll
no, no.
on the
toppings?
14th of
Guys,
June.
Wait,
Huh?
what toppings are you having?
It was reduced in Waitrose because that one shops at Waitrose. Yes, it does. No, it's some pepperoni. It was like half rice, so a lot of pepperoni and stuff. Whatever was there with some crinkle cut chips because I'm a gannet. So, and
Yummy.
Nice.
I just never know when to stop when I'm eating. That's the thing. Anyway, I'm waffling on. So.
You've made me
oh,
hungry
I
now.
don't want to go. I can't
I
wait to
told
see
you
you
we're going
guys on the
to stay.
14th. I just can't wait. We'll have a proper
I'm
catch up then.
Yeah, we will. We
excited.
will.
I
I'm
literally love
excited.
you all so much.
I
I
love
love
you
And
Thank
you.
I've had
you.
too.
such a good
I've
Oh,
had a
thank
time.
great
you,
chat.
David.
Great chat.
Thank you. It's so fun.
Thank you for
Ah!
sharing, everyone. By the way, you know,
And
it
yeah, and
sounds good to
you.
just
And
share
you.
stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the way we kind of see it, well, the way, I've kind of envisaged how Tea and Toast is going. It's almost like a therapy session.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm here for that. I love chatting. I love like external. I'm an externalizer anyway, but
Yeah.
to be able to
Get
do
yourself
that
expressed.
in a safe space, knowing
Absolutely.
you're not going to get ridiculed or anything like that, is quite important.
Absolutely.
It's quite important for me.
Yeah.
Like at
And
this
that's
stage
what
of
Tea and
life.
Toast
So
is all about. We're
yeah,
all about positivity and
yeah.
uplifting. And, if we can, like B said, she said so brilliantly on the last episode with Grant, she said, if she can make one person smile, then she's done her
Mm,
job. And that really is what Tea and Toast is about.
yeah, yeah.
It is.
And I
Yes.
can see that. I can see that. I think Jason like I always post memes and stuff, and I'm like, exactly that. If even one person laughs or one person feels like something's been sort of heard,
Yeah.
then I think that's important. So
Just on that topic, and then we'll go
Exactly.
because I know Nancy's probably thinking I have to go because of the kids.
yeah.
Um, I love your memes that you put on your stories.
So
Um,
do
So
I.
please keep doing it
and I
because
just keep going. I'm not
I
just doing
love
next,
one.
it.
Just
next,
one
next,
all day. I'll
next,
just be like
next,
post, post.
next.
I
I'll
love
Oh,
literally,
it.
I'll finish putting some foils in. I'll be like, right, I'll go have coffee. I'll see a meme, and I'll be like, I've got to, and I'll sit there laughing. Like last night, like there was one about cutting your finger and your client being like covered in blood, and I was crying because I'm a hairdresser. I sent it him as well. I
I
just
love
sit there
it.
crying. I'm laughing to myself.
oh.
Oh no,
That's
I'm
Oh,
here
guys, I've
for
got to
it.
go because I can hear my
Yeah,
kids
right.
splitting each other.
absolutely. I
Bye
Oh.
love you
bye.
all.
Bye,
I'm
love
so
yous.
excited
Bye
to
bye
see you on
bye
the
bye
I
bye.
love
14th.
you
Bye,
so
bye,
much. You're
Yeah.
bye,
so
See you
bye.
soon,
amazing.
guys. Bye. Take
See you
care. Bye bye
Bye.
bye bye.
soon.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank
Bye.
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Take care. Bye.